Last weekend, my dad decided he was going to finally put an end to the annoying leaky faucet in the kitchen, which, in dad speak, usually means it's about to get a lot worse before it gets better. My mom, wisely, suggested calling a plumber, but my dad, armed with a YouTube tutorial, 3 wrenches, and a stubborn sense of pride, insisted this was a simple fix. My job was to hand him tools and keep the dog from drinking out of the bucket of water he'd strategically placed under the sink, just in case. So far, so normal for a Saturday at our house. Things took a turn when, after 2 hours of muffled cursing and clanging, Dad emerged from under the sink looking victorious, albeit slightly damp. He triumphantly twisted the faucet handles, only to discover that the hot water now came out freezing cold, and the cold water was piping hot. I could see the gears turning in his head as he tried to explain, "It's for water conservation. You'll never know what you're gonna get, so you'll use less." Mom, however, was not impressed, especially after she tried to wash her hands and got an impromptu steam facial. The real fun began when we had a couple of friends over for dinner that night. Each trip to the sink became a game of Russian roulette. "Feeling lucky?" my dad would ask, grinning as someone gingerly turned the handle, only to yelp in surprise. My sister started timing how long it took for guests to figure out the sink was playing by its own rules. By dessert, people were taking bets on which handle would scald or freeze them next. Even the dog looked suspicious of the kitchen faucet. Finally, after the 5th guest shrieked and accused us of running a plumbing-themed escape room, my mom just threw up her hands and said, "Well, looks like we're living on the edge of our sinks." Dad didn't fix the faucet that night, but he did manage to install a new family motto, and possibly a new Olympic event: extreme hand washing.